Hey everybody, happy Wednesday to you. Thanks for being here with us on this Northern Life. Hopefully, Hunter, the cold weather has got to be behind us by now.
For the most part.
Okay.
I mean, we're looking pretty good here for the next few days anyway. Eventually above average temperatures, but
Nice.
It was just ridiculous these past few days.
That was tough. That was
It
tough
was.
to say the least. Yeah, my car started making noises I haven't heard in maybe a year or so.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't know if we saw these similar temperatures, however, like last winter. But this weekend was brutal.
It was very. I don't think it was quite as prolonged either. I think we had like one day last year
Yeah.
when it got down to like 18 below in Duluth, and it was
Okay.
27 below a couple mornings ago. And my brakes didn't want to work on my truck. I'm going like 50 miles per hour, and I really had to press hard on my brakes. I'm like, this can't be good.
Yeah, that
But
is scary.
we're alive.
The acceleration on my car too is having a hard time working,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she got me here.
We're all fighting through this week. But it seems like the lovely folks watching us from home are happy to see us all back together. We got a message from Rodney in Virginia, Minnesota. He texted us, glad to see the whole crew back together.
Aw.
Appreciate that, Rodney.
It is very nice to see Briggs back, of course, and we got a lot of folks that are excited about that. We got Berna from Biwabik showing us some love. She said, happy to see Briggs back. The pics and video of Wells were so cute.
you.
All three of you brighten my day and crack me up. So we definitely appreciate all of those messages from all you folks. I think we could actually have a segment of every single day showing videos of either Wells
Yeah.
or Harry or
Yeah.
CJ, and that would everyone would be happy. We'd be happy for sure.
It
so.
would be fun. I'll have to get going. Take some more pictures every day. Not that I need an excuse to take more pictures of Wells because my phone is just, it's like the
Blind,
same picture,
yeah.
like 10 times, 2 or 20 times. So
Did you have to upgrade the storage too on your phone?
I'm going to have to pretty soon.
Like
Yeah.
an SD card or whatever it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Upload those photos every single day so I can create more room. We have a really exciting chat in store for today's show, by the way. We're going to be joined by Daniel Hampel, who's part of the group bringing Broadway to the deck. He's going to tell us how many people came out to see Chicago last night. And in case you missed out, we're going to talk about the exciting performances that are still to come later this year here in Duluth, too. So lots of fun here to go.
And an exclusive announcement
Yeah,
here on
that's
Northern
right.
Life. How about that?
Yes.
You're going to stick around for that.
Breaking
And
news.
later, a small piece of plastic is promising to remove hair just by rubbing it on your skin. It's an affordable product with a lot of promise. We'll see if it works with Rachel Hackbarth later on. But until then, how did you guys feel getting through all the cold we saw? I know meteorologist Tony Nargi was having a good time. My dad used to do these activities maybe like 2 years ago when it was super cold outside. I will say, there's a type of wind and a type of cold that makes you think about your entire life.
Yeah.
You know, when you walk into it, you go, it's not that bad. And that one piece of wind hits you, and you go, I don't know if I want to be here right now.
Seriously, but it's, you see people all the time like posting videos like, we don't have hurricanes, we don't
Yep.
have scorpions
Yep.
going around here, we don't have anything that's going to really kill us up here other than maybe a bear or something like that. But the cold we have to deal with. But,
Is this Tony doing his experiment?
This is Tony
Oh,
throwing the
fun.
boiling water. I know he had the banana, he had the frozen banana that he was using as a hammer too.
Classic.
I
What
can't
is that?
remember. It
Oh.
was-
Bubble.
Try to show like the
Oh,
bubble
yeah.
freezes before it lands, but his first take actually went in the air.
Yeah, he had a little error
it
there. But yeah,
goes.
look at that. That's incredible. I've never actually seen the bubble experiment happen before, so thank you to Tony for bringing that to us.
He also had the, if you can find it on the Northern News Now Facebook page, but the picture of the, he made pants wet and then
Yeah.
put them
Oh,
outside
yeah.
and they froze standing up.
That's a classic.
That's always funny.
Yeah,
Well,
don't take your pants out of the dryer too soon.
No,
No.
you don't want that.
Nope.
A lot of hockey fans are excited for the start of Hockey Day Minnesota today down in Shakopee. Frigid temperatures didn't deter some skaters over the weekend as they were practicing. It was so cold that pucks were actually splitting at that practice.
Whoa,
There's a
jeez.
full schedule of games and festivities leading up to the final day on Saturday for Hockey Day Minnesota down at Valley Fair, including our very own Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets.
Let's
who are
go,
gonna be
Blue Jackets.
taking on Eden Prairie down there.
Yeah, the
Let's
Blue
go.
Jackets pretty hot this year. I know our own Haley Ratzi.
Oh, sure.
Yep, she's
Yep.
heading down for the game because I believe her brother, big star on the
Yeah.
team. So
Good luck.
best of luck to them. It's
Yeah.
going to be a fun
A
weekend.
little bit better weather.
Oh yeah, at least a little bit. But are you guys going to be? Have you guys ever participated in Minnesota Hockey Day?
I don't think I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or like
yeah.
reporting even. Like, did you ever go live from there? or anything like that?
No, not me, but it was in Duluth one time. They
Okay.
had it at the coolest venue. They set up a rink at Bayfront.
Oh, yeah, that would be really
I'm
cool.
pretty sure Duluth East played.
no way.
Sure.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I think it was after I graduated high school, and so I watched the game on TV, and the setup was just fantastic.
Yeah.
It was so fun to see. So I hope that they can maybe do that again in the future here in Duluth because it really was cool.
Got the bridge in the background too. The Valley Fair backdrop is going to be pretty cool
That's
for Hockey Day
yeah.
Minnesota
Awesome.
too. Steel Venom hanging out in the back.
Oh.
It's a fun ride.
So cool.
Dang. Well, if you can't make the drive down there this weekend, there are other ways to support our Northland hockey teams. The annual Twig Days fundraiser is coming up on Saturday. There's going to be a raffle, a silent auction. We got a pancake breakfast and hockey games too. So this is Twig Hockey's main event of the year to raise money and keep registration costs lower for their athletes. Breakfast begins at 7 a.m. at the Grand Lake Community Center with games to follow, too. It's always so important to support, these youth sports teams because it's such a good outlet for kids in the area. So that's a great event to go to.
Yeah, especially for if you don't do athletics, maybe like a band or choir too.
Yeah,
Back in high school, having those types of fundraisers is super important. Even kids going on trips that we got to take for choir, which is always important.
Yeah, selling chocolates. You get some pancakes out of the deal
Yeah,
too. This is a
right?
great thing. Yeah.
Could you watch some hockey, eat some pancakes, maybe win a raffle or two? It'll be fun. Hey, for our friends over in Ironwood, Michigan, the great UP, Big Powderhorn Mountain will soon have about a dozen skiing penguins
Oh
who
my
can
gosh.
talk. Coming up next month, according to an email we received from that group, the skiing penguins comprise of about a dozen friends who will head to the slopes and proceed for the 20th year ski while dressed as penguins. That's coming up February 7th and the 8th. The group comprises men largely from the Chicago area who met as rugby players at Illinois State University.
I have a penguin suit, you guys. I could go join them.
You could join them.
I do too, Briggs.
Really?
Yeah, we both could go join them.
Oh, yeah, from
Well,
the
heck on,
St. Cloud
Dirk.
St. Cloud State, exactly. We should go
Clear
suit
your
up.
calendars. We're heading to the UP.
I got rid of my Teletubby costume, but I could have worn that too,
man,
and
that
I
would've
could
been
have
great.
joined you guys over there. But what if it kind of looks like they lost like a fantasy football thing.
Right.
But I'm glad they do it together. Oh, no, I
Yeah.
mean, it looks like that.
Oh,
They didn't
oh.
actually.
They're volunteering
They do
to
it for
this. They
fun.
actually do it for
They
fun.
want to do it.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
not against their will.
It's not against their will. Yeah. Well, hey, coming up after the break, we're going to talk Broadway, which is back in Duluth, plus an exclusive announcement from that group. We'll see you after the break here on Northern Light. Welcome back, everybody. After more than a decade, Broadway is back in Duluth, and the Deck is hosting some big-time shows you're going to want to go out and enjoy this year.
Yeah, we have Daniel Hampel with the group that's promoting these shows here with us in studio today. So thank you so much for being here.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, and you guys kicked off the season last night with an incredibly successful showing of Chicago, it sounds like.
Yes, it was sold out. What a great way to bring Broadway back to Duluth. We're looking forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, and the rest of the season has some pretty big lineups, pretty big performances in that lineup. Tell us what else we can expect this year.
Yeah, in February we have Pretty Woman, the musical, coming. In April, Mean Girls, and then Riverdance in May. And honestly, they're all selling very well. A couple of them close to sell out as well. So we're very excited.
And the best thing about these touring shows too, you get to experience, the culture of the city, get to experience the weather of the city. It sounds like when you were loading out for Chicago, you had a little problem with the ice there.
Oh yeah, well when they got here, luckily they were able to get here and get everything started loaded in. Everything was a little frozen. Took some time to thaw out.
Yeah.
Probably the coldest the show's ever going to be in any of their tour, but everything went well, so we're very pleased.
Good.
Yeah, and these shows are, big time. These are the real deal when
Yeah.
it comes to Broadway. So what can people expect when they attend one of these shows?
Yeah, these are the biggest touring productions out on the road, direct from New York. Actors that have been all over the country, the same shows that play in Minneapolis, Chicago, Atlanta, all over the country. So really, it really is bringing Broadway from New York back to Duluth, and we couldn't be more excited.
Which is really special because, a lot of the times we would have to travel, the 2.5 hours south to the Twin Cities to see this type of level of theater. But it's really incredible that, how do you find out which cities you're going to bring these shows to?
Well, we start talking 18 to 24 months in advance of a season. And it's routing, we tell them the shows we're interested in. Obviously Duluth's a hard place to get to. Minneapolis helps route it sometimes if the shows play in Minneapolis too. But it's a jigsaw puzzle putting the season together, and we're already working on future shows. So we have a lot more in store to bring to Broadway and Duluth.
Sounds like a little bit of breaking news then.
Yeah.
2025
Yes.
might not be the only season we see Broadway here in Duluth.
Yes, we are thrilled to announce that there will be a 25-26 season of Broadway at the Deck.
Which
so
is
there will be a
exciting.
second season.
Yeah, how about that?
Very cool.
We'll announce that sometime in March. We're not exactly sure the lineup yet, but we are officially bringing in a second season of shows.
And sounds like, obviously that means you've seen some success when it comes to ticket sales. It's been a minute since Broadway has been in Duluth. I think 13 years we've been saying. So what made you guys want to bring the shows back here today?
Well, we started talking, and right after the pandemic, we did a few other non-Broadway type shows here with the Deck. Developed a great relationship with the team there. We were looking at a few shows. One happened last year, Jesus Christ Superstar, and that was so popular. We thought, I think it's time to bring Broadway back to the Deck. So that's sort of how it came up, and that the season that we're in right now that just started last night, really we've been working on for the last 18 months, and that's kind of what it takes. But we're ready to maybe even look at multiple performances of shows, bigger shows. So it grew fast. We had over 800 season ticket holders this year.
Wow.
First show sold out. Looks like more will be sold out. So there's definitely a hunger for Broadway here.
You're going to want to get your tickets while you can.
Yeah.
How do these shows come to be? Do you help cast it? What is your role in it?
I have personally nothing to do with the cast. We are the promoter, so we work with the booking agency
Gotcha.
who routes the tour for the producers. The producer takes care of all the mounting of the show and the actors and the cast and everything. But we do all the marketing in-house in partnership with the Deck, and it really is a team effort. People often ask me, can you get my son or daughter a gig on New York? I wish. I don't have that kind of power.
You couldn't get me a gig? You couldn't get Hunter a gig?
I could probably pass a name along to somebody else, but that's about it.
I noticed you didn't mention my name.
Oh, well, Bex, you know.
I'm not very musically inclined. No.
Me either.
This is a good singer, too.
Yeah.
But
So do you know how they go about deciding on like which shows are going to be a part of coming to Duluth? Like how did we get Mean Girls Chicago and like those huge performances?
There's certain life cycle shows have. There's certain shows out on the road. Some are going off the road, and won't be back next year. New shows coming down the road. The big full equity full week shows sometimes break down to being able to play one performance, So I don't know how soon it'll be till we get the big Hamilton, Wicked, Lion King. That'll be way down the road. They play multiple weeks of shows.
Sure.
Yeah, we have our eye on a really good lineup next year that we're trying to work on right now. So.
Cool.
And quickly, it's got to be cool too working with the Deck. Bringing such a cool series of shows to the convention center down here.
They are a great team. They help with the marketing. They help with the booking. Obviously very cold, but everything got in and happened last night, which is a huge credit to them for helping their tech team making that happen. So couldn't be more pleased to work with the Deck.
And I'm happy to say here too, like Daniel said, you can be excited for that 2025-2026 season that's coming with Broadway at the Deck too, which is really awesome.
Yes.
Well, hey, Daniel, thank you so much for being here. We're really excited to have Broadway back in Duluth. It's been a decade or so. It's really exciting news. And if you want to get tickets yourself, you're going to want to get them coming up here in February for Pretty Woman. That's going to be down at the Deck. You're going to have ticket information on our website. You can also find it on the Deck's website. And then also they're filling up fast. Riverdance, we're told, filling up fast. Also Mean Girls coming in April. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Daniel, thanks again for being here. Yeah. Congratulations on all the success. And then guess what? We'll catch you right back here after the break.
Welcome back, folks. Let's be honest here. Waxing and shaving are two hair removal techniques that can be painful if not done correctly.
Personal experience?
Yeah. I wax quite a bit.
Well, today Rachel Hackbarth is testing out a product that promises to erase your hair without any discomfort.
Rachel Hackbarth is putting it to the test for this week's Does It Work?
Ashley Oakman's customers consider her a waxing wizard. This is something she's never used on her clients. It's called the Crystal Hair Eraser by Hoyesh. The small piece of plastic is supposed to remove hair just by rubbing it on your skin. While there are other versions on the market, this particular one costs $9.99.
I have seen them, yes, in like Walmart and CVS and things like that on Amazon. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to work.
The instructions claim all we have to do is rinse our skin, rinse the product, and then hopefully remove any unwanted hair pain-free.
Cleanse the surface of this to make sure that it's clean with warm water. And then step 2 is place the product on the area that you want to epilate and then gently rub in circular directions.
We're trying this out on Ashley's arm.
What's it feel like?
Not bad. I mean, it might be like a 2-person job in this area to hold my skin taut.
The makers claim their hair eraser also gets rid of dead skin.
You can see the change in my skin color. So like here's the part that I've used it on, here I have it.
Ashley finds it is removing hair and exfoliating without any pain. It's just not as convenient as other techniques.
I don't know if this would be like a practical thing to do all of the time. Maybe in a pinch. Maybe
like you're in the car or something.
Yeah, okay, see here? It just takes a little bit of time to get rid of that hair.
Here's just some of what was removed. Was it enough for Ashley to say it works?
Absolutely, it definitely works.
Okay, what did you think was so great about it?
I like the ergonomics of it. It like fits in your hand very well. It didn't hurt. The instructions were very clear.
For Does It Work? I'm Rachel Ackbarth.
I was too distracted by the big words of that,
Ergonomics.
that story.
What was the other one?
Epilate. Remove hair from the body by pulling it from the root.
Wow.
I
Okay.
epilate and exfoliate my legs and underarms in the shower.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I've ever used that
Ergonomics.
word in a sentence. I just say,
Well, I can.
yeah, true.
I
always
epilated
learn
my
something.
face, getting ready for the day.
Also,
Yeah.
no offense, it's not going to be a two-person affair if I'm ever going to be waxing my body. I'm not going to have help for that. I don't know. A little gross. It's just some things people don't need to see.
Hey, it's only $10.
Yeah,
Hey, it's only $10. It looked like it did some good work for only $10.
Yeah, I just
that's not
can't
bad.
get past the fact that it's probably going to pull at your hair. She was doing
Yeah.
it on her arm, and that just like, ow.
That epilating looked painful. Yeah. Well, hey, let's get to a product I've been trying out lately. Guess what, guys? I got a Ninja Creamy Deluxe from Costco. I know.
Jealous.
Here's a terrible video I took of it the other night. The lighting in my kitchen's not the best, but it apparently makes frozen drinks or ice cream out of anything you kind of want to try. So we've been, testing a few things like putting oat milk in it, some different flavorings. But I would say, whatever you're going to do, if you end up getting the Ninja Creamy, it is incredibly loud.
Is it really?
It sounds like like 3 vacuums all together. So just be aware of that. So no like 10 p.m. ice cream sessions if you live in an apartment building.
So, is it only liquids that you can put in? Can you put solids in there too?
You put liquids in there in the jar, and then you freeze it overnight, and then you
Okay.
come back and you put it in the machine, and it turns it into ice cream, sorbet, milkshake if you want. But I would highly recommend following recipes online because we've put things in that we think would taste good, and they end up don't tasting very good.
You can't
So-
like put bubble gum in there and get bubble gum flavored
I would
things.
recommend following the recipe, but it's a good product nonetheless.
Not bad.
I've always wanted to try it. I'm coming over, Ryan. We'll be right back after the break.
Welcome back, folks. When we see you again tomorrow here on Northern Life, we continue our conversation with Insight Counseling Duluth. One of the main topics we get to help on, of course, is how to deal with anxiety, especially for kids and young adults. A very important conversation. We could probably make 6 or 7 parts out of this thing that we did. We talked for a long time with them, and they were very, very knowledgeable, of course, with everything that we had questions about.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah. Therapy is awesome, but at the same time, and at the same time as well, it's awesome hearing from people like that who I've heard from so many people about what can help you get through the day, better as a human.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that one. Well, before we go today, a really cool photo from a viewer who sent this to us on our text line recently. They said, loving life in Ely and love watching you guys in the afternoons as well. Look at that, sled dogs.
It was me the other day.
You're right. Yeah, it was just Ryan out there. Yeah. Is that on a lake? It must
It
be
looks
on
like
a
it's
lake.
on a lake.
How
Yeah.
pretty
So
is
cool.
that? I love it. And if, by the way, you're catching us at 12:30, what a cool idea this is. Duluth Silent Book Club is going to be meeting tonight at Duluth's Best Bread downtown location. You're going to need to do is just bring a book of your choice. That's all. They're going to meet at 6 p.m., enjoy some treats, and wrap things up by chatting with other readers, too.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
sweet.
Good motivator to get me to read a book.
There we go.
Read a book tonight. Hey, thanks for joining us. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.